Now this is a kill detection, and I'm going to talk about this little nano transmitter today, and I use this great big antenna. Now that little nano transmitter will do Pip Mode, 25, 100, 200, and 400 milliwatt. That's amazing, that little nano dude pump out 400 milliwatt. So what I did, I went ahead and I put her on 25 milliwatt, and I wanted to show y'all how far it'd go and what it looked like on 25 milliwatt. Now I've got her in Pip mode at the moment, but I went ahead and I set her on 25 milliwatt, and now I'm going to flip her out of Pip mode right there. Flipped her out of Pip mode, and now look at how clean that is at 25 milliwatt. Now it's just sitting right outside the car, and believe it or not, this quad's made in flight. So just be aware. I kind of did a little spinny do here, just to kind of make sure that it was good from all angles and nothing surprising. But as soon as I did that, I'm going to go ahead and run around a little bit and show you what 25 milliwatt looks like out at the other end of this football field. So I will tell you, my setup right now is got that great big pagoda antenna on top of this dude, and this is a 7-inch quad. I got this great big pagoda on top of this dude, and then I've got on my Fatsharks, I got Fatshark HD2s, and I got Emergent RC patch antenna and another one of them big tall pagodas. So I got pretty good antenna set up, and I'm it looks pretty good and clean here. But as you can see, 25 milliwatt gives us nice clean video all the way out to 850 feet, which about we're getting close to 300 meters, not quite there. So went ahead and brought her back, and we're going to drop her up to 100 milliwatt. Now, technically, if you know anything about signal propagation, all this good stuff, what you're going to be seeing is that if you want to go twice as far as you did, you're going to have to increase the power 4 times over. Doubling the power is not going to get you double the distance. That's not how it works. You have to put up the power 4 times over. Now, with that in mind, I was on 25 milliwatt, now I'm on 100 milliwatt, so I bumped it up 4 times higher than I was before. And as you can see here, the video's clean, right past 850 feet, and that's what that number is in the top left-hand corner of the little inset there. So I said, wow, it's doing pretty good. Now getting a little bit of fuzzing, not a whole lot, but just a little bit of fuzzing, and it looks pretty clean elsewise. I bet you I could get down lower than a snake's belly in a wagon rut and it'd still do just fine. But it looks good. It's clean. It's clear. Definitely flyable. So I just kept on going. Now we are way past double my 850 feet. So just kept on running out there, and I turned around at about 2550, as you'll see here in just a sec. So about 2550, I got her spun around, and that video really looks good. A little bit of fuzzing, but definitely flyable. So we went ahead and bump her up. So we bump her up 200 milliwatt. So again, we just doubled the power. Again, we're not going to double my range now over to 2550. We're going to get about another quarter over that in range. Now, unfortunately, I will tell you, I know because I was there really. I was there and I started running out of battery, so I didn't take her. I didn't take her past the 2550. But what we can see from this little out and back video is that the video is actually cleaner. It's nice and clear. There's not as much fuzzing going on when I get out to distance. As you can see here, and unfortunately I was fighting a headwind because this quad really is a lot faster than just going 20 mile an hour. And as you can see up in the top right hand corner, that's how fast I'm actually going ground speed. So 18 mile an hour. This quad is so much faster than that, but I was fighting about a 15 mile an hour headwind. So I was trying to keep it nice and easy because I was only using 1,000 milliamp hour 4-cell. So I didn't have a whole lot of juice to play with. Even though this is a big 7-inch quad, I use the small batteries on it so I can maintain the high efficiency. So anyway, so I tossed her out there, threw her up in the air, and she stuck good. So we'll let her go out and do a little hunting on our own over here. So we're at about 1,600 feet now. As you can see, there's nowhere near as much fuzzing that was going on that 100 milliwatt run. So we can see it's just a better quality video when we got this thing out here. So it's really pretty, nice and clean. But unfortunately, as you can see there, my battery started to dip down 14.5 volts, and I said, yeah, I better go ahead and turn it around and come back. But as you can see, the quality of the video is just better. So we went ahead and brought her back, and we said, you know what, we're going for all the marbles. We're gonna go all in on this, dude. We're gonna bump it up to 400 milliwatt. And I got some good cooling, because that little nano transmitter is just sitting right up there on top, so it gets lots of good, nice cold air. And so we said we're just gonna send her out here and hope and pray she comes back with us. So that's what I did. Bump her up 400 milliwatt, and again, I got good antennas and pretty clear space. It's pretty quiet as far as, you know, RF signal interference and all that good stuff. Now I am sitting next to a school, so we got Wi-Fi right there, but I'm far enough away where it doesn't seem to be bothering it too much. But went ahead and I sent her out to see what was going on. And again, I am also using an R9 MM receiver on this dude. So I am using an R9, so it is a long distance 900 megahertz video, or I'm sorry, control link. The video again is 500 or 5.8 gigahertz right out of that little nano transmitter set 400 milliwatt, and as you can see, video is nice, clean, and clear. So we hit that 1,300 foot mark, and we just said, well, let's keep going. Looks good still. So just, you know, kept the hammer down. Well, I have to say hammer down. I'm only doing 22 mile an hour, and this quad, I'm pretty sure I'd do about 70 or 80 if I really pushed her. But so we just kept her rolling, and then all of a sudden I went, hey, wait a minute. I try to hit that water tower out there. You can see the little water tower just off to the left a little bit there. So I'm like, well, we're at 2,100 feet. Video looks pretty much rock solid. There's a little tiny bit of fuzzing in it, it's really minimal. So why don't we just go ahead and see if we can go over there around this water tower. Now, I had measured where this water tower was on Google Maps before. So I said, let's see if we can make it. It's right close to a mile. It turns out it wasn't quite a mile, but it was pretty close to a mile. So went ahead and threw it out there, and we said, let's just see how she goes. As you can see, the video's still pretty rock solid. I'm well past half a mile now. And for those of you that know, a mile is 5,280 feet. So I figured we'd just let her go out and see if we can go around this water tower out here. And it looks like I was going to be able to, because again, video's still pretty clear, getting just a tad bit of fuzzing right around that 4,400 foot mark. So we just kept her on going. So 4,700 feet, set up. We can turn around. We officially made the water tower. I didn't really want to get down low, so it made it. And so, long story short, I know that's probably not possible at this point. It's a pretty long story. But that little nano transmitter is good. I got it from Banggood, and you can too. It's a good deal, so I'm going to replace some other stuff with it. Have fun. Keep her in the air.